And our first award is the Equality Awards. And we have two Equality Awards, and we're very excited about these awards because they encourage the important topics of inclusiveness and diversity. And we picked up quite a few tips on this last year.
Yeah, and we really want to say a very special thanks once again to one of our writers, Victoria Prince. She's an author. She started a very important discussion on diversity at the end of our 2023 awards. And it was very brave and courageous of Victoria to stand up and have, start this discussion. And we all fell in. There was whoever was in the networking. So please make sure you stay to the networking. It's a great time for us to all bond and discuss certain things. And Victoria brought up quite a lot about diversity. And that actually led to Ken and I starting our Equality Awards, because afterwards we spent a lot of time thinking about how we can make sure we include people from all cultures, but also people from all challenges. And that's where the two Equality Awards have come in.
Yeah, and the first of those tonight is the Phoenix Award. And that's not so much about the written submission, but a tribute to the unwavering resilience and passion exhibited by writers who have triumphed over personal adversities in order to follow their writing dreams. Mental and physical health issues, the consequences and tragedy of war, broken homes, difficult childhoods, transgender issues, second, third language difficulties, all of these challenges and more were put before our judges to judge. Our second Equality Award that we'll come to is the Culture Award, and this celebrates deep, rich writing that embodies other cultures and aspects of human interest. More on that in a moment, but first to the Phoenix Award. Before we go to our winners, let's take a look at a shortlist for the Phoenix Award and the Culture Award. Now, here to present the award to the winner tonight, we have someone who is in no better place to judge this particular type of award. It is Asal Shirazi, and Asal is someone who has prevailed against overwhelming and multiple life challenges. A humanitarian, entrepreneur, and scientist, Asal is also a single mum who has fought back from devastating illness and financial ruin to turn her life around. Diagnosed with a rare autoimmune condition in 2005 and given just 6 months to live, Asal refused to go under, and instead she painstakingly set out to successfully rebuild her life and her career. She went on to found the Autoimmune Support and Awareness Foundation, and such was her success at finding medical help and solutions for other chronically ill people. Asal was awarded a British Empire Medal, a BEM, in 2019 in recognition of her phenomenal work. Now you know why I say there is no better judge of our inaugural Phoenix Award. It is our pleasure to introduce Asal Shirazi to announce the Phoenix Award winner. Asal, are you there?
Welcome, Asal. Asal is coming to us from hospital, so she has said, please excuse if there's any doctors or nurses or anyone around her. She is she's in hospital at the moment. So Asal, are you there? You just need to unmute yourself. I'll see if I can find Asal.
There she is.
There.
Just one moment. Asal.
Hello.
Oh, you are.
I'm suffering from now what at the moment what everybody might call chemo brain, because I've had 8 hours of it today and I've got a tube stuck in my going through my heart at the moment. So they had to unhook me to come and do this, and I'm in a doctor's room. So if you see anybody in scrubs or anything walking past, you'll know why.
Well, you are.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Woman.
Thank you. Thank you very much, both of you, Paula and Ken, and all the participants. When I was given the list of the titles to read, one of them stood out immensely, and I had to keep reading it. And then a few days later, I would go back to it. And this lady really resonates strength. All the judges, and I'm so pleased that everybody unanimously chose her to be the winner of the Phoenix Award. And she was a teen mom, homeless. She rose up and overcame multiple changes over a long period of time. And now she's, she became a thriving student at UCLA, a content clearance analyst for HBO, and a very happily married mother of 5. Now, I'm a mother of 5, and Lord and behold, I do not know how she's managed all of that. If she's on anything, I would like to have some of it, please. So I like to say that it's an absolute pleasure, my pleasure, to introduce the 2024 winner of our inaugural Phoenix Award as being Katrina Jackson.
Well done, Katrina.
Yeah, well done.
Wow.
Amazing, absolutely
shock.
amazing.
Katrina, hi.
Hello. This is quite shocking. Thank you all. What a surprise. It has been a challenge. As she mentioned, I was a teen mother at 16, and that was in Santa Barbara back in the 80s. And so it was very frowned upon. And I remember having to take my son to school with me as a high school student and still be expected, to go to class and then come in between breaks and breastfeed and all of those good things. And then I thought, okay, my mom was kind of being as supportive as she could with her mental illness. But then I had another kid shortly thereafter. Long story short, now here I am, 5 kids. I had a bout with homelessness when I moved from Santa Barbara to Los Angeles, not really having too many family members out here for support. But I've always managed to keep writing. Writing was the one thing that has always allowed me to just put my head in a different space. I could be anything I want to be when I'm writing. And I've had a lot of success with my writing in terms of even with my kids just reading, like they find inspiration whenever I, write something, I give it to my kids to get feedback. And they're always saying like, wow, like, I can't believe you wrote this, or when did you find the time to write this? And that is one of the things that is very short time. And one of the things that happened though, about 20 years ago, right before I came to HBO, I had garnered up the money to actually produce a full feature called Mark 836. And it was about this guy that I met when I first came to Los Angeles, being really naive about drug dealers and things like that. He told me he was a real estate person, and I believed it. Turned out he was a drug dealer. He got killed. It was horrible. But this guy came to me in a dream. I really didn't know his backstory until after he died, but he came to me in a dream and he kind of told me what happened, and I made it into a movie. But at that time I had just taken one film class. I didn't know much about anything, and I met some producers and they were like, "Oh, we'll make this film for you." So we made the film. I showed it at Magic Johnson's Theater. I had people there that were interested, but I learned the hard way that I didn't know enough about filmmaking. Like I didn't know anything about clearances, music clearances, location agreements. Like there was a whole lot of things that I didn't have. And because of that, I couldn't get a distribution deal. And so that really like rocked my world, because I had worked really hard to raise the money to get this film made. And so it was kind of ironic that I took a step back and I was like, you know what? I'm really going to learn everything there is about filmmaking and I'm gonna still write, but I have to take care of my kids and I have to do all this other stuff. So here I am now, 20 years almost at HBO, and I really have just gone from department to department, absorbing as much as I can about filmmaking. And with COVID, I actually was able to start writing again. I'd been studying the craft, but not really writing, just studying and reading scripts all the time. Reading scripts is part of my jobs. I'm a clearance analyst. So before anything goes into production, I'm reading them for legality, intellectual property, and things like that. And
Uh,
with COVID, I really was able to start writing again. I wrote a kid's book, dedicated to the twins. I have twins. On top of having 5 kids, I have twins. And so I wrote that, and then I started just entering contests, and I've been getting really favorable feedback. My challenge is that I'm an introvert. I hate public speaking. As you can tell, I'm a rambler when I do start talking. And so, but I've just really just been kind of manifesting my destiny and just telling myself, like, you can do it. You're incredible. You're talented. God gave you this gift. You're a writer. And I'm really feeling like within the next year, like I'm putting it into the universe. I see myself like on the scale of like Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry. Like I have so many stories to tell, just things that I've overcome in my life and things that I'm exploring because I like to travel and I really love learning different cultures. And so I try to put all of that into my writing, but it always ends up being an underdog, someone that people just kind of turned their back on or didn't believe in, and those people always rise to the occasion and evolve. And
you're
just
you're such an inspiration, Katrina.
Yeah.
You really are.
It
And
is, yeah.
it's wonderful that Asal, who's also such an inspiration, has been able to give you this honor tonight and to
let me say all of our judges were very impressed with all of the details of your back history, Katrina. We've only heard part of it here tonight, but it's very, very impressive. You're our very first Phoenix Award winner, very worthy winner. So congratulations, and we wish you all the very best going forward. I don't think there's anything to do with luck attached to it. I think it's down to your skill and determination. So well done. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
All of the writers here tonight can do just what you've been talking about, absorbing everything you need to know about the industry to learn more about what, where you want to go, what you want to do with your career. So I think we can all really strive to do that.
And using writing as an antidote to all the other bad things that are going on.
Yeah.
So
really,
well done, really.
Thank you.
Salute you. Keep in touch.
Okay.
Thanks, Asal, and thanks, Katrina, for sharing your story.
Asal, thank you so much. Katrina, congratulations and thanks for joining us and sharing with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.